So welcome to Art Hive interview with artists and designers. Today I'm going to interview with David. David from Art Hive, based in Brisbane. I'm going to ask David a few more questions about how has the concept come about with this representation of different artists. So David, welcome. Thank you for your time. I want to ask you a few more. Is this your first time in this exhibition?
This is the first time we've exhibited at Design Expo. Australian Art Show.
That's right.
And we're thinking it's an exposition.
Yes,
of
that's
art.
right. Yeah. Good. Okay. So, David, you are an artist as well. So, how does the concept come about for you to have this gallery with different artists?
I think of it as an organic thing. You know, as an artist myself, I'd often find opportunities to exhibit. I'd show in local cafes and restaurants, and get involved in local council events and promotions and chalk arts and things like that. So I developed a wide range of skills in terms of promoting myself, accessing paid work, showing my work, engaging in venue dealings and negotiations. Eventually I had a number of large studios, and one of them turned into a collective gallery with my friends, and we had a lot of large shows and events and things like that, which had a lifespan of a few years. And then after that, after I gave up the venue, I found running a venue to be quite difficult with the overheads and that kind of expense, So then I started an ARI, which was a collective, and we started a lot of contractual work with clients and things like that. So I found the business then morphed into more of a contract negotiation deal where we ran our business through other people's businesses and other people's venues. And so this is an example of the kind of thing we do where we get all of we're a membership-based business, so we get all of our artists and we show them through other people's events, such as the Australian Art Show, and we use other people's venues like this. So we kind of piggyback.
Okay, so if an artist wants you to represent them, how do they approach you to that?
Mostly through Facebook.
Facebook,
Facebook or an email. They can go on our website. They can join us through our membership program. And often we put word out. We put artists wanting promotions out every time we have a large event.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And so, if you can give an artist a tip, what do they look for if they want to look for gallery representations?
I think it's important that an artist understands themselves and their work and their place in the industry and in society. I mean, if they're going to get a gallery, they need to find a gallery that's going to be in the same line as them, catering to the same market, because a gallery is only going to be looking for artists that they can sell to their existing market. So, an artist is going to have to do a bit of research and know what their product is before they're trying to sell that to a gallery.
Okay, so what you look for, because you have quite a few artists here, and they're all very different. So how do you have a criteria when you try to recruit one of the artists?
Not really. I do have my personal taste, and I do like to engage authentic artists. So I look for artists that I can respect and I can see something I like in their work, and then I'm looking for artists that I can deal with that are moving towards being professional, or at least professional, or at least I can develop a good relationship with them. Because as you know, in the arts it's a very emotional business, but professionalism is very much not an emotional thing. So I need people that I can deal with, and But I generally don't. I just put a lot of art together, and I find it doesn't clash. I find you can put 20 different kinds of art together, and if you hang it in the right way, it's beautiful. It's like a forest. There's just stuff growing everywhere.
I guess the key thing is how to put all the environment to get everything together into it. Still look fantastic.
Well, I hang salon style. I like to put all work together like a community of people and just put them all together into a community. And I find if they're all close enough, it diffuses any kind of potential tensions because they're just immediately all living and cohabitating in the same visual space. So I find they all work together as building blocks as opposed to repelling each other and fighting over blank space. I don't really like too much blank space in gallery hanging, and I think it's economic. Economically, you want to use your available space.
Okay, so now here, tell me tell me about your painting.
I don't do much painting in the last year. I've been concentrating on my business.
Yes,
this painting was a pivotal one for me a year ago. I decided that I wasn't going to paint for the market. I was just going to work for myself. So I put a lot of myself into that one, and this one followed it. This is an interesting thing I was doing because I've been working with sculpture. So I thought I could incorporate the sculpture as a framing technique.
So you actually make the
I buy all these bits and pieces and put them together, and I thought it was a cute thing. I think it's cute, and it was a lot of fun. And gave me a good feeling.
So
And
when
then-
you
but I
paint-
have these colours are pretty typical of me, the bright colours.
Okay, that's good. So what inspired you when you paint an artwork? What sort of thing you look for?
When for myself.
Yes, when you try to like this painting, they must have a concept. How did you come
Well,
about?
as a rule, I like to look at art as a chance to be spontaneous and free. And I like, and, you know, as you know, business or life, you have to pretty much keep a steady direction with the goals and so on. When I get artistic, you know, I have a vague idea and I pull together my influences and the things I like and the things I want to incorporate. But I make a lot of decisions on the canvas, probably like 80-90% of them. I'll throw things together and I'll get a bit messy and then I'll see where that leads me.
Yeah.
And so I find a lot of elements coming together because I look at it as a metaphorical narrative. You know? So this can be a metaphor. I've got the Twin Towers here. You know,
Yes,
from-
yes.
You know, that was Twins and a Prophecy by Nostradamus, you know, and I really like that, so I throw that in. And then you've got the Illuminati symbols
Yes.
and you've got the cosmic and
That's another national treasure. That.
national,
But
yeah.
yes, for sure. Yeah.
That's right. Well, it's a pervasive iconography through our cultural history.
Yeah.
So I pull out of things like this, and you know, and I just like to incorporate a lot of different elements. And if it's like these fish heads here, I had no idea of putting fish, and I was sitting there looking at it. I like to take a break and look and think, well, you know, what does it look like? What could it be? And then I try and allow the idea to dawn on me. And then as soon as I see it, I'll illustrate it and I'll add it in. Yeah, so I like to let it lead me into itself, you know.
Well, David, thank you so much for your
My pleasure.
time.
My pleasure.
And thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.